Hi, this is Amy from Revolutionary Chicken. So today we're going to talk about waterers. There are so many options out there. I just thought I would give you my take on what I've tried and what works best for me. So first we're going to talk about, we have a vertical nipple and a horizontal nipple. The vertical nipple works really well for chicks. I really like to use this for my chicks because it is so easy for them to use it. All they need to do is just really kind of move that just a little bit and the water comes out. And so they can really use this from day one. And it's, you know, it's easy to teach them. You kind of push their beak against it. They might seem waterlogged at first, but then they do get it. And really chicks teach each other. As soon as one gets it, then others, you know, learn from that one. So, but I don't really like this for chickens because, well, it kind of makes a mess. You can see when you move this, a lot of water comes out. And so, because it's so easy to drink from, but it does kind of tend to make a mess underneath it. And also you might have to change out your water a lot because a lot is coming out. But you know what? Anything is better than like the traditional water, the thing that you pour it in and it has a trough at the bottom. That gets really, really dirty. So any one of these options I'm going to talk about is better than that. So, okay. Also, you cannot use these in the winter. All right. The horizontal chicken nipples, I actually do not like using these for chicks. I am always so worried about, are my chicks strong enough to be able to like push in this pin? There's a little spring behind the pin. You can't see it, but there's a spring that you push in the pin and the water comes out. Some people say that the chicks can use these at 10 days old, and other people say 2 weeks. And while that may be true, I just worry, what if I have one chick that's like not as strong as the others and can't get the water out? So I just don't feel comfortable using this for chicks. For chickens, however, this is great. They can totally get the water out. It is fairly easy to learn how to use. Like, they get it sometimes within minutes, sometimes within about an hour, but they do catch on quickly. All you do is just kind of like push in the little pin and the water drips down, and chickens are curious and like the chicks, as soon as one gets it, the others tend to figure it out. So that's good. My chickens have used this for years and had no other source of water, and they've been just fine. So you don't have to worry about like, well, can they get enough water? Yes, they can get enough water with this. The other nice thing about using this is the water definitely stays clean because it's not exposed to anything else, so that's nice. And you can use it in the winter, or at least when it freezes, you can use it as long as you do have a heater. It will freeze up if you don't have a heater, but if you put a heater in your water or underneath it, you can still continue to use this. So that's really nice. So I really like these. Okay, I've tried using cups as well. I just first started with this one. This one has a little kind that the chickens, when they move the little yellow dongle, then water comes out. My chickens took a while to figure this one out. I had to move this myself to fill it up with water for them to drink from it. And I didn't think that they were catching on. In fact, they weren't catching on for a while. And then one day I noticed they had it. They understood that you have to move this, then the water comes out. So this is great, but it does take a little longer for the chickens to learn to use it, in my experience. The other thing is, it does get a little bit dirty. I've tried to clean it out. It's not the easiest thing. So I really am not a great fan of these. Oh, and also you cannot use this in the winter. All right, this is kind of I think a newish thing. It's an autofill cup, and it always fills up with water. So essentially there is no training your chickens how to use it. They will see the water and drink from it. So that's nice. They like to drink from it. I think they prefer these over the nipples because it's just easier. The other nice thing about these is if you have ducks or geese, you know, this is good for them to use because they can get their bills in the water. It does also get dirty because it's a cup, so as they kick dirt around, it gets in there. But since it mounts straight, it's a 90-degree mount on your waterer, you can just tip it to the side, let the dirty water pour out, and it fills up with clean water. So I really like that. So every now and then, if I see it's a little dirty, I'll tip it to the side, and so I don't feel that being dirty is an issue for this one. Oh, you cannot use this during the winter, so it freezes up completely. But, you know, I feel like it's a really good option for chickens and ducks. Okay, so I was thinking, why not, if you cannot use this in the winter, and you can use this in the winter, you know, if you have with a heater, why not put them both on the same waterer? So I'm always trying out new things. And so I have been doing that, and it works great. Like, I'm really happy with it. I have been testing this in my freezer, actually. I wondered, well, you know, in freezing temperatures, would this crack? Because it's filled with water, would it crack? I put it in my freezer until it froze solid, and then I thawed it. And then I did that again 4 more times, and it didn't crack. So I feel like it would be fine to use. It just freezes over, and then when it thaws, it works again. So, and in the meantime, you know, your chickens could be using this. So I actually have a kit for both of these. You can put them on one waterer and, you know, have the best of both worlds. And then another thing in the kit, this drill bit is the right size to screw this in. So you put this in, screw this in, but this one requires just a little bit larger drill bit. However, in playing with this, I've noticed that once you have this in, the hole is just a little bit wider, because this will widen the hole, and it's wide enough that you can screw this in. So if you want to mount this in my kit, you use this drill bit, you screw in the horizontal side mounted chicken nipple, then you unscrew it, and then you can put this in. So really you just need one drill bit. So that's kind of nice. So I hope this video was helpful. I really encourage you to go make a waterer, because any water you make with any of the things we talked about will be better than any trough water that you can buy in the store. It'll be so much cleaner. You'll get to fill it less. Your chickens will be happier. They'll think about the clean water they can have. Anyway, I just think it will be a really good investment. Also, make sure and subscribe. Next time I'm going to be talking about containers that you can use to make your water, and that should be really helpful, and I'll make one as well so you can see it. So if this information was helpful for you, make sure and subscribe, because I have a lot more chicken ideas for you.
We had some chickens, no eggs would they lay. We had some chickens, no eggs would they lay. My wife said,